Well, good Saturday afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this is not working. Hope you all are having a great Saturday. I enjoyed going to my nephew's football game today. That was actually cool watching them play and thinking back to Little League football where, football is so innocent and where it all starts. And of course, the work never ends. I got a bunch of these Joe Vardys I got to get out to you guys, so we're actually in here doing a little bit of work while we wait for Sunday. And I've got my man Rio coming in the house. Now, I'm trying to understand with Rio, he keeps doing these advertisements and stuff for his channel and stuff, and putting my picture and things on there. But for some reason, every time he uses a picture of me, it's a goofy picture of me. I got to have a talk with him about that because he might become family. Anyway, interesting thought I was having when I was working in here. I've been doing woodworking since I was a little kid. In fact, I started woodworking being a helper to my uncle who was a carpenter when I was about 10 years old, and we put additions onto my family's house. And that's got my love for doing woodworking and things. And I used to start, after we started doing that, I started building cabinets. Believe it or not, some of the cabinets I built 40 years ago, my mom's still using. To me, it's kind of crazy, but if you build it right, it'll last. The amazing thing is, though, is that you get better. When I look back at some of the stuff that I did as a kid, cabinets, early work, some of the joints weren't exactly that tight. The sanding might not have been as good. I might have glue spots or nail holes and things. But the more that I've done, the better I've gotten. And things that I can do now, I used to couldn't do. I didn't have the skill set. I didn't have the knowledge on how to do it. And as you get better with this stuff, you start coming up with different ideas of things that you can do. Hence, where we started out originally with just making a lace and hanging it on the wall, we came up with the football, hanging it with the lace, and being able to mount it. And from that, coming up with making wooden footballs and bases to have a Joe Bardy. It's kind of crazy, but practice makes perfect. Like I said, even since I made the first Joe Bardy here, I've gotten better with even building these. So, I say all this because I think about two of the guys that are having outstanding seasons so far. Two very young guys. Two guys that came into the league together. Two guys that are key to the Dallas Cowboys' success this year. And that would be Ceedee Lamb and Trevon Diggs. The two of them literally are unstoppable for other teams. Diggs with his 7 interceptions. Ceedee Lamb, 145 yards last week against New England and $10,300 fine. Because, of course, they're beasts. The interesting part of this, let me take this over here and finish it off. The interesting part is, why are these two guys so damn good? In fact, why are the Dallas Cowboys as a whole so good? And I think for one reason more than anything else, when you think about Ceedee Lamb, yeah, my hair's jacked up. I took a nap, laid down. I didn't put any product in my hair, so it's like frizzy. If you tuned in for me looking beautiful, then this is not the right channel for you. But here's what's kind of cool. You think about what Diggs has to do in practice and all training camp and OTAs. Mind you, the Dallas Cowboys had more people show up for OTAs than any other team in the NFL. Let me say that one more time. The Dallas Cowboys had more players show up for OTAs than any other team in the NFL. So I bet you're saying, big whoop, so what? They had people show up for practice. Yeah, well, here's what's crazy about the NFL. In the NFL these days, the offseason, there's less practices, a lot less. Training camp, there's a lot less hitting than there used to be. There's not a lot of opportunity to learn. The Cowboys maximized every single workout. And beyond that, they even went as far as Dak Prescott having a field in his backyard, which those practices aren't monitored. That's just hanging out with the boys, throwing around the football. And that, my friends, as they say, iron sharpens iron. Well, right now, Dak Prescott, whether you guys want to believe it or not, Kevin Milton, and I've got a response for you, Kevin, in a bit about your whole thing about, well, Dak Prescott, his contract's going to go up next year. Yeah, well, I look like the mad scientist right here. Yeah, it's going to go up to $32 million next year, cap number. Right now, he's 10th in the NFL. And even next year, his cap number is only like 8. And when you think about a guy who's lights out in overtime, and when the game's on the line, I'll come back to you, Kevin. And I know you enjoy the fact that being an idiot and a jackass and a Dak Prescott hater, that you get so much love. But we have to bring idiots to light. The saying iron sharpens iron, well, guess what? If every day you got to practice against Ceedee Lamb, I got to cover Ceedee Lamb in practice every single day. Well, guess what? When you go against somebody that's not Ceedee Lamb, a Rhaegar, Ortega Whiteside, shit, that's easy. When you got Dak Prescott throwing balls the way he's throwing balls right now, and then you go against Daniel Jones, it's a lot easier. If you're pass rushing against Tyron Smith in practice, and then you go against these other teams, by all means, it's a little bit easier playing in the games. That's another one of the factors why the Dallas Cowboys are playing as good as they are. You want to be the best? You got to practice like you're the best. And when you have to play against guys of that caliber, in the same way of me in here working in the workshop and building things, I learn a lot of different things. So yeah, it's one of the reasons why Ceedee Lamb and Diggs are both two of the top players in the NFL. Because two of the top players in the NFL are practicing against one of the top players in the NFL. And if you can beat that guy, there's nobody you can't beat in the NFL. At least, that's my thought on it. But then again, what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job and build the shit out of wood and can't find the top for the paint. Kind of cool though, isn't it? To think that last night I got three orders. 2 hat racks. I'm sorry, not hat racks. I have 2 hat racks before. I got 2 hoodie racks. 2 hoodie racks and a shot glass rack. That's where I'm painting those. Those are getting those together. The Joe Bardys are prizes for you guys. And just trying to get caught up here. Because there's always a lot of work to do. And I got a lot of practicing I got to get together. And one of these days, I can kind of take off. Let me know in the chat if you, I know we have a lot of people that don't like to mix. They'll get upset because it's like, I just came here for Cowboys news. But let me know if you'd actually like me to just do like a live stream while I'm out here building stuff and we just watch. How I make this stuff and see it come to life. And don't forget, if you are a channel member and you have not gotten a shot glass from me, did you send me an email to say, Mark, here's my address and I am such and such member? Because I want to make sure I get those to everybody. Sometimes I miss things. It's not intentional. I'm just old. And I always have a lot of different things that are going on, so forgive me. Whew. And get this one painted, and then I'm done for the evening. Or at least till this dries. Practice makes perfect. Oh, one final thing too. Stuart is going to be in the hospital for a while. I've actually sent him a nice little present. It's going to take a few days to get there. But if you'd like to send a card or a note or something for him, email me and I can get you his address where he's going to be. He's a little nervous, a little scared, and he could use all the good thoughts and mojo from everybody. There we go. All right. Come out here in about another hour. Put another coat on. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you. I look like the mad scientist. Yeah, I look like a crazy man. I'll see you soon.